Srilanka, which followed the glory of Anuradhapura, is a beautiful and historically significant ancient city that leaves an indelible mark upon all those who pass through it. Even today, just like in ancient times, life centers on agriculture in this city. This is the palace of the King Parakramabahu I. He is widely accepted to be the greatest king of the Polonnaruwa and is known as Mahaparakramabahu, harking back to his majestic presence. These ruins of his palace, situated within the Nandana Uyana Gardens, are a great example of the luxury and majesty of the lifestyle of the kings of this city. This majestic structure, where King Parakramabahu held court, displays the great advances in administration during that era. Its base, made entirely of stone, is complete with intricate artistic carvings of animal figures and wines. It is surmised that the superstructure was made of wood. Yet another example of the highly developed administration in the 12th century is the court of King Nishanka Malla, situated by foundations, surrounded by the waters of the Parakrama Samudra, are of the cooling palaces of both kings Parakramabahu and Nishanka Malla. Many theories abound about who this statue represents, but archaeologists now contend that it is a representation of the sage or Rishi Pulasti. The Galpatha stone inscription is an important monument recording the socio-cultural and political situation of the kingdom. This pond, Kumarapokula, along with many other ponds in the city, reveals how water was managed and used during the Polonnaruwa era. Special changing rooms have been found in the vicinity of many of these ponds as well. This beautiful infinity pond, or Anantapokula, displays the unique skills of the artisans of Polonnaruwa. The great social advances of the kings of Polonnaruwa are amply displayed by both the sophisticated irrigation techniques and ponds such as these in Polonnaruwa. These ponds are thought to have supplied water to both the royals and the Buddhist monks of the kingdom. Artistically carved out of solid rock in the shape of a lotus in bloom, this pond is known as the LNOW, or Lotus Pond. It holds great artistic importance amongst the ponds of Polonnaruwa. This shrine, the Dalada Maluva, dedicated to the Buddha's tooth relic, is a dedicated and unique place of worship in the kingdom. Historians state that this Vatadavya was built during the era of King Parakramabahu as a relic house for Buddha statues. miniature representations of historic buildings in the kingdom, including of the Vatadagaya relic house. This relic house is named Atadagaya and is thought to have been built by King Vijayabahu I to house the sacred tooth relic. Evidence suggests that the tooth relic was placed in the upper floor of the relic house. This relic house, the Atadagaya, is reminiscent of the architecture of the preceding Anuradhapura era. The artistic Nishankalata Mandapa is decorated with intricate carvings of vines running along the stone structure. It was specially built by King Nishankamalla to hold Pirit chanting ceremonies. As a bustling capital, Polonnaruwa drew its influences from overseas as well. This Satmahal Prasadya is a building which is akin to and influenced by Thai pagodas. This unique relic house called the Thuparama Pilimagir was thought to have been built to house Buddha statues. The Pilimagir relic house, which displays the artistic prowess of the era. The intricate stone carvings in this relic house clearly draw on the strong Hindu influences of the period. Theravada influences, the Manik Vihara Chaitya is a beautiful structure built upon a platform and is clearly influenced by the traditions of the Mahayana Buddhist sect. Archaeological evidence indicates that the Rankot Vihara was built by King Nishankamalla. Is yet another important feature of the construction of Chaityas in Sri Lanka. This temple, the Galviharya, is a celebrated creation of the artist of Polonnaruwa. The sophistication and artistic intricacy of the stone carvings of the Buddha in 3 different postures inspires awe even today. The stone temple, dedicated to the god Shiva, is identified as Shiva Devalaya number 1, complete with intricate and beautiful carvings. This temple draws on the architecture of South India. Continuing ancient traditions, these temples are used even today to venerate the gods. The Lanka Tilaka Viharya is a brick temple built to a great height in Polonnaruwa. It houses an extremely tall statue. Lanka, not only through religious development but also through excellence in the arts, agriculture and sophisticated irrigation under the auspices of a long line of kings who ruled from that prosperous kingdom. Even today, the kingdom stands as a silent but mighty memorial to the glory and beauty of Sri Lanka. Yet another example of the highly developed administration in the 12th century is the court of King Nishanka